Elizabeth Riccio here for IUTV. Today we are here with our strength and conditioning staff from our athletics department. They work hard to keep our athletes in shape for their upcoming season. Let's see what they're all about.
My name is Brooke Jr. and I'm an assistant strength and conditioning coach here at Iona. I have the women's basketball team and I train both water polo teams.
My name is Juan Mitchell and I am an assistant strength and conditioning coach here at Iona University. I work with our baseball team, softball team, men's and women's soccer, also our volleyball team and our newest sport, acrobatics and tumbling.
I went to the University of Pittsburgh. I got my undergrad and my master's from there. That's where I found strength and conditioning. I was originally going to go to physical therapy school. Decided to go into strength and conditioning. I worked with the athletes at Pitt for about a year and a half. Then I worked at Georgetown University for a year before accepting my position at Iona this summer.
Started my undergraduate degree from University of Michigan, where I graduated with a degree in health and fitness. Then from there, I went on to receive my master's degree from Eastern Michigan, where I majored in exercise physiology.
Just turning them into the athlete that they need to be for their sport. Their coaches will teach them how to play the game and how to win games once they get in season, but we build up their bodies to make sure, one, that they can be healthy and stay on the court or on the field, but also trying to raise their athletic ceiling to make them jump higher, lift more. They will face a bunch of challenges throughout their sport and real life, so when you get under a bar that you think is too heavy and you're able to stand up with it or squat it or bench press it, like that's the first step, feeling confident that you are able to lift and able to be strong.
I think the biggest challenge of being a strength coach is being able to manage the multiple different personalities. You know, you have me, for example, I work with multiple different teams who have multiple different personalities, multiple different cultures, different coaches, different ways that every coaching staff runs their things. So me being able to be flexible, being able to adapt to many situations, being able to help certain athletes in the way that they need.
I think it's really fun, but as far as challenges, you know, depending on how big the team is, sometimes it's hard to give all the athletes all of their individual goals that they want to meet. You know, there's only a limited amount of time in the weight room, so I try to do my best to accommodate, to give athletes like individual sessions on the side or just send them extra workouts to do for their own. So just trying to give them what they need and trying to provide the best service for all of them as individuals as well as on a team basis.
I think the biggest thing you can do is you can get in there and you can just start. I think that anything that you do, if you're doing nothing starting now, the little progress that you make right now is going to make big progress, going to be big steps going forward.
I jump all of my athletes every single week. One body weight jump can tell me a lot about how my athletes are feeling. One, if they're jumping higher, that's obviously a plus, but also how well they recovered from the week before. So if they're still jumping high that next week, that means we did a good job in our training and they're still getting progressively better.
The sooner you start, the sooner you stop overthinking things and the sooner that you can start making the progress, and then you can make more progress and more progress. But the hardest step is always going to be the first step, so when you make that first step, it makes the next one easier.
There's a lot of great athletes here, even if they're not playing at the Division I level, but if you played a sport in high school or if you're just good at something, keep doing it, like keep being athletic. Like it's not all about lifting weights. I think lifting weights can help you be a better athlete, but while you still have it, if you can run fast, jump high, do athletic things, you should do it.
I do want to shout out to our other strength coaches. Shout out to Rich Irvin, our director, to our other assistant coaches. I think that we do a very great job in managing all the teams here, but I think that having those people in my corner has made it a very good transition from where I started in Iona and where I'm at right now.
Shout out all my teams, man. Women's basketball, raising the fee, and then for the water polo teams, we always say rep. That's the thing for us. That means a lot to us. So yeah, shout out my teams, and yeah, I'm happy to be at Iona.
Thanks to our strength and conditioning staff for letting us get a look into their lives. For IUTV, I'm Elizabeth Riccio.